Hi, welcome to Brazzers House 2 finale. We have 5 performers waiting backstage to remind you why they've come this far. But before we bring them out, this is how you, the viewer at home, can determine who the winner is. Each finalist will be given a vote out of 5 stars. You can refresh your vote every 24 hours, and the overall winner will receive $20,000. So, let's get to it. Please welcome Nicole Aniston. Nicole, tell us about your experience in Brazzers House 2.
It was a lot of fun.
You're lying.
No,
I
know. No, it was interesting. I guess I'm not really, I don't know, it's an unfamiliar environment for me. And I'm not really as social as I probably should be. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get a lot of sleep.
Can I be Keiran?
You know.
How you come across sometimes, you come across as a little...
Very off-putting, yeah.
In my English way, a bit of a...
Yeah.
But I know you, and that's not you.
Yeah.
I'm really tired. I'm really exhausted. It's important that everybody be courteous.
And so the viewers back home probably thought, wow, she really is stuck up her own arse.
Yeah, probably.
But they've got to get to know you, and you are actually one of the funniest girls on set. You're burping, you're farting, you're doing all that good stuff.
Yes, I love to fucking let all the air out. It's just hard because when you, what's going on? When you get to that point where you're so exhausted, and on top of it you have a super dry personality and a dry sense of humor, then yeah, it comes off as super. But I really did, and overall I had a really good time. It just was like losing the sleep and stuff.
Got you.
Was hard for me. I don't do very well without sleep.
Okay, how was it being a vegan in the house?
Yeah.
Hey! I know you love bacon. You want a piece?
It was fine. I went to the grocery store. I just got whatever I wanted, and that way I didn't trouble anybody else.
Got it. Could you have a very strict diet at home?
Very strict diet, yeah.
Any temptations in the house?
Besides the boys? No.
Yeah. The boys?
No, just kidding. Actually, it was the girls.
I was going to say, I know you like to eat a bit of muff.
I do like the muff. I like butts on my face too. But I didn't, I went to the grocery store and I bought everything precisely I wanted to eat. So when I went into the kitchen, besides maybe a bottle of water, some fruit or something, no, nothing really caught my eye.
Okay. Going back to, how you were saying you were a bit of a loner in the house, did you feel like a little bit of an outsider at times?
I think probably because I intentionally kept to myself. I'm kind of slow to warm up and kind of dry anyways as a person. So I kind of just stayed out of the way. And I'm not a very outgoing, competitive person either. And I don't know if this was the best thing for me to participate in because I'm not like, yeah, let's everybody. I just am not that person.
Got it.
But I still enjoyed, doing something new for me and kind of pushing my boundaries a little bit. But no, like I said, I don't ever try to come off as I just try to
you never. I always
leave everybody alone and try to stay out of the way.
Okay.
Really.
Let's touch. What is your biggest pet peeve at the house? What was the thing that really annoyed you? Because you're trying to put a nice gloss on it.
Yeah.
Tell me Tell me some of the dirty shit.
Honestly, everybody there got along really great. Mm-hmm. But when I know I'm getting up at 5 a.m. to train, and that's part of my very, very dedicated lifestyle, it's really difficult to go to bed at 3 because there's just no noise, no control, or no noise cap, no control, no kind of guideline where someone should have kind of said, okay guys, look, you're in a house together. And when the guys come to our house and, there are a few of us trying to sleep, it's kind of not really fair for there to be like this huge number of people who want to stay up till 3,
Basically.
And pounding back stuff. And I want to prepare for my challenge and my very dedicated lifestyle. So I probably didn't fit in very well because I'm the weirdo who wants to go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning when you're in Miami to yay, party and have sex.
But you look great.
Thank you.
There you go.
I feel good, so I just want to feel good every day.
Have you had a chance to have a look at the comments and some of the things that have been posted in the members section?
I've stayed out of it.
Have you?
I've stayed out of it entirely, not to be disrespectful to the members at all, but...
I kind of noticed you kind of ran away with the lead at the moment. You were, thousands of votes ahead. But you didn't really push it like some of the other girls, did you?
No,
Is that cockiness or...
No, it was more insecurity for sure. Yeah, I knew going in that my performances were not going to hold up to the other girls for sure. I'm not a very strong performer. I wanted to participate when they asked me because I felt like it would be good to push my boundaries and step a little outside my comfort zone. And Miami's beautiful, and the girls that we got to work together were fantastic women. But I knew I didn't stand a chance. I knew going in, my challenges weren't going to match up. Everything I did on camera wasn't going to be quite the same energy. I mean, I'm in the background of the orgy for the most part throughout the entire freaking thing. So, you know, I had a good time. I put in the effort that I'm comfortable putting in. And I was there and, you know, I participated at my particular level. But I was not, like I said, I'm not very competitive. And the other girls outshined me for sure.
Is there anything you would have changed about your performance in the final?
No, I don't think so. I think that, you know, every day is a new chance to either try something new or, you know, stick to what you know you love. And I will never do anything on camera that I'm not doing off camera. So my sex is very real to who I am. But no, I think as far as like, we're going back to the promotional stuff, I think that my angle being a little bit insecure, knowing that my...
Can I stop you? How can you be insecure when you look like that?
I don't think, you know, looks don't really
But
play
a lot of people
into
back
it for
home
me.
probably looking at this think, she's beautiful, how can she be that insecure?
I've kind of just always been
Been
that
like
way.
that.
Yeah.
And I know you as a person, I know you're very shy
I
until
just
you get to
kind
know
of
you.
stick to myself. Yeah, and I knew going in for sure that regardless of what anyone looks like, my performance, which is what the members want to see, is a really strong, you know, energetic, crazy performance. It's just not what I'm gonna be providing. It's just not my style.
It's not how you roll.
So, and with the promoting and stuff, I want people to vote for their favorite, whether it's me or any of the other amazing girls there. It should be, you know, how I put it was vote for your favorite, even if it's not me. And that's, you know, just what it's about, participating. And if you don't want me to win, then vote for your favorite, you know, just vote, participate. Don't bitch if somebody wins, you know, when you didn't vote.
Lastly, is there anybody that didn't make the final that you wish was here?
Honestly, all of them.
You want all the girls back, all 10 girls
At
back.
least for this part, I think would be kind of cool. I did not see myself going to the final five. Not from the moment I stepped foot in that house, I knew for sure I was not going to the final five. And so
whatever vegan
it's just-
shit you've been eating, sweetheart, I think they're putting something a little dodgy in it because you're crazy. Anyway, not going to rush it. Let's bring out our lovely contestant, Monique Alexander. I don't think we really have to introduce Momo because she is a Brazzers legend.
Oh, thanks.
And, you know, voted #1 girl on the site, and you've been there for a while now, and your scenes are always voted sky high.
You're being so nice.
I know, what's
I'm like,
going
what
on?
are you gonna do to me on the scale? I'm like, who are you?
I know. Monique, what were your expectations going into the show?
I didn't know what my expectations were. I just wanted to have a good time. I knew it was gonna be crazy. It's a lot of personalities. Some alpha females, some not. Some younger, some older, and like Nicole was saying, just different schedules and different personalities. So I was just kind of like, oh, this could be a shit show, or it could be really fun.
And which was it?
It was a combination of both.
Okay, tell me your favourite part of the show.
The favorite part is just getting the time to spend with everybody and get to know everybody. We all have such busy schedules, and so we don't always get that type of time together. So it was cool to like be kind of stuck in a house and get to know people and be like, okay, I like her, she's cool, I don't know about her, but you know, hey.
And was there any contestants that surprised you in the house that you thought, you know, I thought she was going to be cooler than that, or you know what, she's a real
Both of those were both negative, so I'm gonna go with the positive.
Okay.
And I would say Kelsi Monroe.
We are here!
Oh my God! I didn't really know her. I think she's gorgeous and super hot, and she just
loves it.
She loves the. I was like, get it, girl. I'm like, let me videotape you. Like, I wish I had that enthusiasm. Yeah.
It was, and honestly, like some people have said, like she stole the show because it was absolutely like she's just a very strong performer.
Well, and it's all
think one
genuine
of the
on top of it.
strongest,
You know,
yeah,
she
one of
wasn't
the
doing
strongest,
it because she
if not
wanted the extra camera time or whatever. She was doing it because she wanted. She
Yeah.
was enjoying it.
so much more sexual than I'll ever be in my entire life, and I just love watching her because
Yeah, it was hot. Yeah, I would agree.
What was your most memorable moment of the show so far?
Memorable?
You can say whatever you like.
I'm gonna go with Megan Rain doing, what is it called? The chicken wing? What is that thing called?
What was it?
Is it called?
Where she gets lifted up.
Yeah, J-Mac did that. That was pretty hot. She swore she would never do it, and then when he did that to her, I think we all stopped in the orgy and just
We
watched.
did. We were just like,
Wow.
I was even on somebody's. I was like,
Yeah.
Not like you cannot be on a.
I was the only. I think I was like the only one with the picture of her, and then I'm like doing someone.
All of us, like, I
actually.
think afterwards we all clapped and we were like
was
cheering her on.
It was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
In the final itself, who did you think was going to be your biggest threat?
In all honesty, I'm shocked and honored that I made it here. I'm probably
Really?
Well, I'm like
Because, okay, I'm going to stop both. I interrupted Nicole, I'm going to interrupt you.
okay.
Nicole is, you know, a fantastic girl on Brazzers. You as well, like I said before, you're one of the #1 girls on Brazzers. How can you be shocked that you're sitting right here?
I mean, there's so many amazing girls, and everybody does all these great things. And at the end of the day, I've probably been in the business the longest, but when it comes to social media or any of that, I probably have the least amount of followers. And I just want to say thank you so much to the fans, because without them, I wouldn't be here. And I think because I do have such a huge following on Brazzers is part of the reason I'm here, and I'm very appreciative of that. But some of these girls that aren't in the finale, I mean, I wish we all could be here, but at the end of the day, you guys made it a competition, so
Exactly.
you know, there all can be so many. But with that said, there's so many other girls that have so many more followers than me that aren't here, and I was just really shocked. So thank you, fans, for believing in me and my.
Is there but anybody in the final that you think doesn't deserve to be here?
No, I think we all deserve to be here.
There you go, that could have put you right. You handled that so classy.
You like that?
You know, you're a very classy lady at times.
I have my moments.
Well, as soon as you that, you're fucking but you're great. Look, I'm going to keep going along.
Okay.
Let's bring out the next guest is Skyla. What did you think to Brazzers House?
What do I think about it? This competition, I was like, what's gonna come at us? I was like nervous. I'm still nervous, but.
Are you sweating right now?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm going to go on to your confessionals because you just said something there. It's super lit.
Yes.
Right. Okay, I'm going to go in because I watched your confessionals and you had a few phrases in the house which I quote, so much sauce and bomb.com.
It was lit. It was fire. It was bomb.com. It was too much sauce. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to elaborate a little bit more on what that's about?
Bomb.com is just like yo, like, look at these kicks. It's like, it's the bomb.com.
Like that was bomb.com.
Yeah, like that was bomb.com, yo. That you know, it's anything.
So much
that's, like,
sauce, is
dope.
that something
like,
to
it's
do
so
with
much
the pop
sauce.
shop?
Yeah, wait, what?
So much sauce, what does that mean? Come on,
It's too much sauce.
Okay,
Like, it's just.
I'm lost. I'm just a stupid.
How do you think we feel when you talk something?
Exactly, you haven't got a clue. This is like a new language to me.
Yeah.
So much sauce means, tell me what?
It's just like, I think I say it's too much sauce.
Too much sauce.
It's just like, yo, that's like,
Is that too good?
yeah, I guess so, yeah.
So if you say that's too much sauce, bomb.com, that's like great.
It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Out of control.
Ah, okay. Right.
You know, like hold you down.
Did you have any of them moments in the house when you're like, God, this is too much sauce, bomb.com,
I mean,
all gravy,
yeah, definitely
everything?
the whole orgy. I was just like, I mean, it was nerve-wracking as hell.
Have you ever been in
It's like,
like an orgy like that
no.
before?
So I was just like, honestly, I was like, where the hell do I go? Like, there's only 4 guys, and I'm just, there's too much. Like, I need a man. Like, somebody share
It's
this.
been a lot of times
I don't know how to. Yeah, I know. Some people were sharing. I was like, oh my God, thank you, because I don't know where to go. Like, lost
I'd be like,
puppy
come over here, come with us.
Yeah.
So can I get this right?
Nice.
You prefer guys to girls?
I mean, you mean, do I prefer guy?
One over the other.
Oh yeah, definitely guy, because I need a man. Like, shit. Like, I love the D.
And who had the bomb.com in the house?
Ooh, no comment. I cannot.
No,
I don't like to offend people.
This could actually determine whether you go forward. So you're
Well, you weren't there, so.
I wasn't there, so look, I'd have been dynamite.com or whatever it is. So
Probably.
there we go.
There we go.
Cheeky.com.
Yeah, cheeky.
I don't know. No comment.
Come on. All right, we'll move on. Why do you think you were picked last in the Sibian challenge?
Come on, Skyla.
Got picked last. Really?
I don't know. I was all booty tickled too. I was like, what?
I can tell you why she was picked last. I'm gonna tell you because Phoenix and I were the team captains. And I know Skyla was really good friends with Abella, and I knew Phoenix was gonna pick Abella. And so I assumed that's what was gonna happen. And then Abella went to Phoenix and whispered in her ear, "Shh, take Luna." Because I was gonna take Luna, so they took Luna and it left her last, which I think is kind of fucked up on a friend level. Don't mean to throw shade, but that's why she was picked last. It had nothing to do with that, because at the end of the day, I figured she was gonna go to the team with her friends.
Are you glad you went with Team Mama?
We lost, but
I know, but I'm still glad you went. She had that loving arm around you. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, true.
Right, we will move on. We'll come back to you girls shortly. Let's welcome out the beautiful Abella Danger. What's your most memorable moment from the house?
You know, the moment it ended.
Was it?
I'm just kidding. It was all really fun. It was chill.
Was it? You got all shy because look, in the house you are one of the mouthy was in there.
Really, I was like, I feel like in the corner.
No, okay, whether it's in the house or in everything, you are quite a mouth, aren't you? And you're very quiet now. Why is that?
I don't know. I guess I'm in a really calm mood.
Oh yeah?
Maybe. I haven't had enough coffee, so.
You not had enough coffee. Were you considered a bit of a brat at the Brazzers House?
I'm considered a bit of a brat in real life.
Why?
All the time. I know I'm a brat. I say this all the time.
In what way? Why though?
Because it's just the way I am.
You need the attention.
It's just what I feel.
Trust me,
don't
I love
think
the
about-
attention as well.
And I wake up in the morning and I'm like, you know what? Today I'm gonna go and try to be the brattiest person ever. Why do my earrings make so much noise?
I don't know.
Like, I don't wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna be the brattiest person ever. I just am. It's just, that's just me. And I'm an attention too.
Okay.
Love attention. Since I was a little girl, that's why I always
So
danced
you're
and
actually
competed.
good.
And yeah, that's like what very aware of what I am.
Okay.
And the ways. It doesn't bother me.
What was your most memorable moment in the house? What did you enjoy the most?
I guess it was just fun, like doing all the challenges. Like I'm really competitive, so it was fun to do like all those group activities and the sex, and like Phoenix is there and she's like my favorite, so it was fun.
Do you think she should be here in the final?
Yeah, I'm really sad she's not, you know, like I'm so sad about that, but
Why do you think she's not here in the final?
because, I mean, I think she just didn't want to. I think
No,
she
because
really
it was
wants to.
voted by the fans. wasn't it?
Yeah, but we could, I mean, we also went out of our ways to promote it and stuff. She was just, I feel like if she really did try, she could have been, but I mean, then that means
You're
one of
sticking
us
up for
could
your
have
friend
been
here
here.
now, aren't you?
So it's, yeah, I'm a fucking lawyer.
There you go. You're basically,
But then
you
that
don't
would be
want to
one of
say,
us
look, she got the
wouldn't be
least
here, so
vote, she
I don't
didn't
want to
make
say
it.
that either,
Tough
but-
shit.
But yeah, I love her.
Okay.
She's great.
Is there anybody in the final that you don't think deserves to be here?
No, not at all. I kind of guessed. I was
Did you?
like, I guessed right.
Is there anybody in the house that you would have included?
Yeah, for sure, Phoenix.
Apart from Phoenix, like another
No!
performer? Any other performers? who you
I
would
guess
have liked
Megan,
to-
she was really fun to have sex with.
Was
like
she?
I was like, oh my god, yeah, you're so fun to have sex with.
If you actually did win, what would
Yeah.
you do with the $20,000?
Honestly, like, I don't even know what I would do with it. I would probably like put it away. I was like, would I give it to charity? And I was like, no, I don't think so. But I spend it right away? No, I don't think so. So just,
What would you have done differently in the house?
nothing.
Nothing.
No, I would walk into the house. I don't know, I would have probably tanned more. I didn't feel like I got a real tan when I was there.
Tan.
This pool was it was like a lot of shade in the pool, so I couldn't.
I've said what would you do differently. I've asked you what would you do with the $20,000.
Yeah.
What are you going to do in the final to make sure that you, Abella Danger, walk away the winner?
I mean, I don't really care about winning. I just
do.
really, no, I
Come
swear,
on.
I don't. I really don't.
Come on.
No, let me look
Anyone
at it.
here
Look at me in
that
the
says
eyes
they
right
don't,
now.
I try
No,
not
look
to.
at me. No.
I try not
Look
to.
at me
Tell me
right
that
now.
way. Tell me that way.
I'm
Because I do have to get an
serious.
erection in a minute. I try not to. Go on.
I'm serious. First of all, I was happy to make it into the finale, and I really wanted to so I could have sex with you and more men than I did in the first round. And I do not want to win because I want to do it again if Brazzers House does Brazzers House 3.
Jeez, let's get the final lady out, shall we? Last but not least, Miss Kelsi Monroe. Come on down. You were kind of like a bit of an underdog going into the house, correct, shall I say? Because, you know, you've got, again, you're with a lot of established girls there and things like that, and you mainly just shoot in Miami, don't you? You don't come out too much.
It's rare.
Was it intimidating being around some of the other girls?
No, I was in my house.
Gotta come up with like a strategy, I guess, and mine is just like balls to the wall. I'm excited and I just want all the
I was in
There
Miami.
you go.
They were in my
They
house.
were in your house.
But
I'm saying in general, having
Being
like
intimidated by them? No, not at all. Because I've actually, like Monique is a prime example of. I used to study her at the airport under a blanket. Her and Phoenix, I would study their blowjob skills. So like to be,
Me?
yeah.
more money.
Like, I mean, wait, no,
I'll give
because she
you a
only
few
did
more.
girl, but I watched a lot of your videos, and Phoenix
So
as
that's
well.
what I'm saying.
And
was it
Abella
intimidating
and-
going up
I was
against?
like,
I knew
was gonna say, I
Abella
was
before
like,
she did Keiran.
yeah, I'm like, I'm like,
Nicole,
you're
she's
more
like a
with it than
Victoria's
I am.
Secret model. That's like
That is Nicole.
she's a Victoria's Secret model. And Skyla, I met like in the beginning of her career. So it's just
And you know Megan and that from Miami.
Megan Rain. I knew before she really got popping. So it was just really fun having all of them together and knowing that it was like whatever goes. If you're down to so am I.
So what are you girls going to do in the final to really set you apart from each other? Let's start. Apart from Nicole, you can't sit and eat sandwiches. You're going to munch on. Eat that. What?
What am I gonna do to set myself apart?
Yeah, for the other girls.
I don't stand a chance. I don't freaking stand a chance.
Why?
We've all discussed it.
What do you mean? We discussed.
Just kidding. No, I don't. I want to be true to my character as a sexual identity evolving as I'm evolving.
Yeah.
So I like two guys at once. I like asses in my face. Girls' asses.
Girls sit on your face all day.
Most of the stuff that I prefer in my private life is not going to happen today. So I'm going to enjoy what I can get into.
What is it?
We're not going any further in that.
Okay, all
It's
right.
really gross and
I'm like,
it's
whoa,
totally
okay. Abella, what's going to
inappropriate.
set you apart from the other girls in the final?
I don't know what's gonna set me apart, but I'm gonna do like I don't know. I started performing when I was 18, and I did when I was 19, and DP when I was 20. Like I just like doing those things. So I'm gonna do them today, and it's just gonna be like any other scene. You know, it's just gonna be fun. It just sucks.
Kelsey, I'm kind of worried what.
I'm definitely not giving my surprise out.
Okay. Skyla,
What?
what's going to be bomb.com, the sauce, gravy, you name it.
I mean, I guess you'll find out.
Oh, Obama.
Oh, you know, I ain't telling me nothing. I'm just gonna have fun. There's a lot of, besides the beautiful girls, the that are here. Woo! I am in sausage heaven. I'm like, bring me all the
Is that intimidating for any of you girls? The amount.
I think we're all horny enough to be
The
like,
amount
we just
Yeah. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
A lot.
There's a lot of
yeah, but there's all girls with 2 holes. So
yeah.
Ooh.
Well, it's always the worst when there's more girls than guys because somebody's kind of left out. You know, at least
Yeah.
there's more guys than girls, so everybody will have.
yes.
Okay, well, ladies, you've been a pleasure to talk to. We're going to take a quick break now, but then we're going to be back for the action. Let's get this final started, shall we?
Yeah, let's
Can we get a bit of a noise? That was, ladies, stop. That was pathetic. Let's do it again for the final. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3.
Woo!